How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
Good to see you. Good to see you. This is my assistant, Amy, here today. You survived that funny test where they injected you and camera went around you and all that stuff?
Yeah. I've
No,
done
no
something.
chest tightness or anything like that with the medication? Cool.
I've done something similar to that before.
Okay. You got a perfect result.
I did. I kind of figured I would.
You passed, yeah. It looked really good. I mean, your heart looks strong and healthy, no blockages in the arteries, everything seems okay. So basically, we're giving you a clean bill as far as your heart goes, okay?
All right.
It's looking really good. Let me get up. Things here.
Yeah, I have a lot of things, but like heart condition is not
There's
one
not
of
one of them. Okay, well, that's encouraging. There we go. So my computer's driving me bad today. Just want to see if we need to do anything else.
There's a recent carotid under contributor.
Contributor, okay. So you're in the process of waiting for transplant, is that right?
Yeah.
Are you on the list now at UC and everything?
I'm on the list for CPMC,
Oh,
but I don't know about UC Davis because I keep hearing
Yeah.
conflicting things. So I hear
Okay.
that if I'm on one list, I can't be on the other one. But then I hear if I can be on both. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to, but I have to tell you, I've seen many people being on both lists, okay? So don't get too excited about it as long as you get all your stuff done. So basically, this one clears you from a cardiac standpoint. This came out beautiful, okay? And we should give you a copy of it too. Let's put this up here.
So I'm assuming that you've done a lot of these before, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so from your estimation, which
Yes, sir.
university do you think is best?
Whoever can get you there quicker. And so it's CPMC and was it CPMC?
Yeah, it was CPMC and
Or
UC Davis.
Yeah. I have to say, they both have very good facilities. They both do a great job in terms of getting, kidneys. But the one thing I've noticed is CPMC seems to get transplants done sooner than we see people waiting longer at UC Davis. That's the only thing I can tell you. Okay, they both have very good programs and the results are excellent. But for some reason, CPMC has a better catchment. I don't know why, but they're able to get organs quicker than UC Davis is for some reason. I've seen people who got on there get their transplant, within the 6 months, whereas UC Davis can take even longer than that.
Really? Okay. So
You're a young, high, you're someone in the, I see a lot of people who are, 60, 70, and they're waiting for transplants, and they're not that high on the list. You should be high on the list because you're a young guy who needs it done.
I'm not that young.
There you go. Come on. Okay. So there's one other thing. You had the neck test done. Let me just look at that. What's that? So you had a check of these arteries in the neck.
Yeah.
And they look fine too. So yeah, no major blockage or anything there. So that's another thing in your favor. And,
So how much of a bearing is this on their?
This is the main thing. That if you pass that medical stress test, that's the main thing that could hold someone up for transplant, basically. Okay?
Now, why is that?
Because if that test is abnormal, then you really have to have your heart taken care of before you get a transplant.
So is that because of the anesthesia or just
It's
the
because
stress
of
from the
stress.
surgery?
It's both the stress from the surgery and the anesthesia and the recovery. If you have anything clogged up, you could potentially end up with a heart attack. Okay, and there's a big relationship between kidney disease and heart disease. That's why. But that's usually because people are diabetic and develop kidney disease when they're older, and the same condition affects the heart. And so that's the thing. It's less of a consideration with you, okay, at your age, etc. Very good. So I'm going to give you a copy of this, and as far as I'm concerned, you're done with. You don't need any further cardiac workup for your transplant. Who's your kidney doctor? Who's?
Dr. Stephen Ong. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Dr. Stephen Ong.
Okay. Well, he's very good. He's an excellent kidney doctor. I would say, look at this. Get me a transplant when you see him again. Okay, I'll give you a copy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So how are you today?
I'm good.
Hmm.
You're the last patient.
All right. Then you're off for the rest of the day. Very nice.
No, I have to stay here and finish notes. But
Oh, you gotta let him know. Like, listen, I'm wrapping this up. It's time to go.
yeah.
So that's the official copy of the report, and it shows that you have normal myocardial perfusion, which means no blocked arteries. Okay?
So what does the blocked artery look like exactly? Is it just like plaque and then?
Plaque buildup, yeah. And then it could lead to angina, it could lead to heart attacks, all this sort of things. I mean, you have the risk factor, you have high blood pressure, and you've had that for years, obviously, but you don't have the high, you don't have the high cholesterol, you don't have the diabetes, you don't have, you're not a smoker, so.
You know what's fun? What's interesting about that is that I am diabetic, but if you look at my thing, you wouldn't be able to
No, I
tell.
wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
But you are diabetic.
Yeah.
What do you take for it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, you're on now.
Well, now I'm not on anything. Like when I got sick and my kidney started to fail, the blood sugar sort of just leveled out.
So leveled out then. Interesting.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
amazing.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
explain why.
definitely.
I don't know why.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're done with our work here. Your heart is in great shape. Okay.
Mhm.
And I don't need to see you regularly unless there's a problem. All right.
All right. Sounds
Very
good.
good. Okay.
Sounds good.
And tell Long if he needs anything else, just to give me a call. Okay. I mean, we know each other. I speak to him in the hospital, all the time. Okay.
Mhm.
Very good. So, good luck with everything.
All right. Thank you.
I mean, he's the guy who's going to be able to push you forward for the transplant. Okay.
Mhm.
And you just have to not. He doesn't say too much often. You have to push him a little bit.
So how much influence would you say that he has? Like I'm not. Like,
I don't know. I don't think he has much influence, but he can sort of direct you in the right direction because he's obviously seen a lot of people go through transplant. Okay. Very good. I mean, I can't tell. I mean, I clear people for transplant, but I don't know what happens with this. All I can tell you is I see, 1 or 2 people a month who need transplant, and I have to say the ones that go to CPMC seem to get it quicker than UC Davis. That's the only thing. Okay. All right. Give that to the front desk. Just drop it off on your way out. And you're all set then, Carl. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Hang in there. Good luck with everything. How long have you been on dialysis?
I think 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
So not very long.
Not that long yet. Hopefully by the end of the summer you could have this have a transplant done, get off dialysis.
I would very much like that.
Good.
I would very much like to get my life back. So
How about
sorry.
the vaccine? Have you had a COVID shot or anything?
Yes, I have an appointment tomorrow for my
For your
second.
second one,
Yeah, for my
fantastic.
second,
That's
the
great.
Pfizer.
Pfizer, excellent.
Yeah.
And I think Pfizer's the best one out there.
Yeah, because I was reading a report that supposedly it has like a higher probability of fighting off the virus. Doesn't
Yes.
prevent you entirely.
Doesn't prevent you
catching
from catching it to 100%, but even if you catch it, you will never get sick enough to be in the hospital. So that's really all that matters as well. And the other thing I've just seen reports that even it's effective against all the variants, even the South African one, which is really bad. Is Pfizer works against that as well. So
Because I heard that the virus is like mutating at like an
it is
alarming
mutating
rate.
a little bit. Yes, we have to get more people vaccinated to get rid of it. Okay, but at this point, the vaccines work on all the mutants. Okay.
Wow, sounds good. I did not know that. Okay,
Okay.
That's great. That's good.
All right. Good to see you. Take care. All the best with everything. Just drop that at the desk on your way out. Okay. All right.
You guys
So as you just heard, I don't have any issues with the nuclear stress test. It came back positive, with flying colors. I passed with flying colors, but I never had any issues with like heart disease or cardiovascular problems. I never had any of those issues. So I kind of figured he was going to come back positive. So that being said, we're just going to see what happens after that.